I'm José Moreno, and I think this unit was really interesting because of the topic of art. In my point of view, art is the way you express your ideas and opinions and all the things that come from your mind, and it helps you to have a wider view of the things that happen in the world. Well, in this unit, I learned new ways to make art for me, like for example haiku, the Japanese poetry, and I found it really beautiful because it expresses a lot in a few words, and how nature is, and it is nice for me. But I also learned something about the African culture. When we watched the video in classroom, before that I didn't know much about them, and then I know something because of their sculpture that express how they are and how their culture is. The topic that I like most was street art, because I think street artists do something really important for society, because sometimes in TV or the news, in the TV or news, doesn't appear the whole context of the situations, and then the street artists paint that things in walls, and so we can all see that, and also they do it against the government and the establishment, and they have a really dangerous work. Finally, what I got from this unit was more knowledge about all art, and I can give more arguments when I want to express my ideas about what I think that art is. According to the skills that I practice in this unit, what I had to write, and how I had to express, it was easier for me the topic of street art, because I knew something before that, and I could say something else. And the difficult things was the new kind of art. For example, the haiku. It was really difficult for me when, for example, the teacher told me that I had to do a haiku, and I didn't know how to start, and then when I finished, teacher told me that it wasn't good, and I really don't know how to do that. And the topic of the African culture also, because as I said before, I didn't know, and that's all. According to the fluency, I think I improved that skill, and I can express my ideas better than when I started the last semester, and the grammar and pronunciation, that is the difficult part for me, and in all the topics, and I really had to practice more that, but I think that I'm improving that. Not so much, but I'm trying to do it okay. And the past simple is very difficult for me because I didn't remember some past tense, and the pronunciation of the T and D and it of the regular verbs. But again, I'm only had to still practicing, and that's all.